This wonderful dialogue is from the 1976 Hera Pheri. There's another one that came 24 years, almost a quarter century later. That is now more popular, of course, but this one had both the two OGs, Vinod Khanna and Amitabh Bachchan, both at the peak of their prowess. It was directed by Prakash Mehra, another very famous director back in those days. Now people don't remember him. Great film, super hit music, everything. But the one thing that I remember from this film is one of the scenes in the film. So in the initial scene, Ajay, which is Vinod Khanna, suddenly sees that the heroine, which is played by Sulakshana Pandit, called Asha in the film, she's being chased by some goons and the goons are trying to molest her. So Ajay fights those goons and saves her from it. The goons have torn some of the part of the dress that Sulakshana Pandit, that is Asha, was wearing. In the 70s, there used to be that ugly bra strap, white color. All the bras were white and there was that ugly bra strap that you would see. So that was visible. And that's when this dialogue is written by a guy called Satish Bhatnagar, not very well known, but he wrote the dialogues for Hera Pheri. And that's when Ajay, that is Vinod Khanna, says this beautiful line. He says, "Aap apna janeuu dhak liijiye." For those of you who don't know what a janeuu is a sacred thread, which is typically worn by certain castes or certain people in the Hindu society. It is generally not as thick as the bra strap those days, but Ajay was probably very naive, although he's Vinod Khanna, but he's very naive. He says, "Aap apna janeuu dhak liijiye." Any one of you who have worked in corporate world, there have always been times when the janeuu of your female colleagues is visible. Although these days they're very subtle and almost invisible. In fact, now they're closer to the janeuu than what Sulakshana Pandit was wearing. It brings a smile to my face always, because I remember this line, and sometimes I've used this line also with my colleague, but be very careful about using it unless you're very familiar and friendly with that particular person and you know this won't go in the wrong direction. Don't use it. I'm not recommending it. But it brings a smile to my face. And you will have, if you work in an organization, you will see such thing at least once in the next 3 months. At least once. Some or the other colleague. You are bound to see it. So when you see it, remember this line. Aap apna janeuu dhak lijiye. But don't say it. Because that will go in a different direction. Beautiful line. Satish Bhatnagar wrote it. 1976 film. This is the OG Hera Pheri. Amitabh Bachchan and Vinod Khanna together in a film. They were like the ne plus ultra, the highest of the highest. Aap apna janeuu dhak lijiye.
आप कुछ कह रहे थे?
हाँ, वो आप अपना जनेऊ ढक लीजिए। मैं चलता हूँ।